I'm interested in this, Mr. Michael Young, Mr. Chair, whether or not he's the same person that was very prominent in the previous administration.
I'm not that certain that this is the same Michael Young.
Because if he is, Mr. Chair, I remember distinctly that there was an investigation conducted by a certain Colonel Asierto before, linking this Mr. Michael Young to being the financer or a drug lord, Mr. Chair. And I want to find out if maybe we could also invite this Colonel Asierto, Mr. Chair, to shed light on the allegations against Mr. Michael Young. Now, maybe we could issue an invitation, Mr. Chair, on Colonel Asierto.
Well, honestly, I don't know where to locate Mr. Asierto at the moment. And maybe if that is in a motion, maybe we can ask the committee as to the intent and the reply to your request, Congressman Flores.
Well, then I'll make it a formal motion, Mr. Chair. I move that this committee invite...
Mr. Chair, before we go to the motion of trying to invite Mr. Asierto, I still have the floor, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, the motion...
No, Mr. Chair. What I wanted is...
Session suspended. Session resumed. Okay. There is a motion that Colonel Asierto be
I
invited.
think it's Eduardo Asierto, Mr. Chair.
Colonel Eduardo
yes,
Asierto be invited into the next scheduled committee hearing and subsequent hearings thereafter. Duly seconded, and hearing no objection, the motion is carried. Comsec, please take note that invitation to be sent to Colonel Eduardo
Asierto
in our next committee hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Flores. Yes,
Mr. Chairman, a while ago while you were delivering your opening statement, I heard that Mr. Michael Young is not around right now. May we know the reason that was given by Mr. Michael Young why he was able to make on this important hearing that we are conducting today?
Thank you, Congressman Fernandez. He is not present at the moment, but he is represented by his counsel, Attorney Raymond Fortun. Perhaps he knows the reason why Mr. Michael Young was not able to attend in this committee hearing. Can you share that information with the committee, Attorney Fortun?
Yes, Mr. Chair, may we allow... Okay, go ahead.
Before Attorney Fortun will answer the query of the chairman, he has not yet taken his oath.
Okay.
So, can the COMSEC administer those?
Sige, okay. Those that are invited in today's committee hearings who was not present in the previous hearings, may we ask you to please stand up and take your oath, and I direct the COMSEC to please administer the oath of our resource persons.
Okay.
COMSEC.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry? Thank you. Only yes.
Okay. Thank you. May we now get the answer from Attorney Raymond Fortun why Mr. Michael Young, who the committee invited, is not present in today's hearing?
Morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, members of the Committee on Dangerous Drugs. Mr. Michael Young could not attend today's hearing because he had left for Dubai last May 12, 2024. He has been in and out of the country for 8 times for the past 7 months. He is a businessman, sir.
Okay. Thank you for that information. If I may just interject additional question.
Okay.
Did Mr. Michael Young engage your services as his counsel?
We are external counsel, Mr. Chairman. We are only given certain cases to handle depending on the need, Mr. Chairman.
So in this particular case where the reason why we invited him to come and join this committee hearing, were you engage for that particular purpose?
Actually, no, not specifically. It's just that the committee had sent this council a letter invitation through our law office to Mr. Young. So just out of respect for the committee, this council, yours truly appeared.
Well, thank you, Attorney Fortun, for respecting this committee. And we do appreciate the fact that you came here to attend and share your information on the whereabouts of Mr. Michael Yang. However, we cannot ask you questions because questions will be directed to Mr. Michael Yang alone.
We understand, Mr. Chairman.
And the counsels or lawyers of our resource persons are only asked to guide and assist their clients.
Yes, Mr.
So
Chairman.
in this case, now that the information was given to us that Mr. Michael Yang is a businessman and he's not in the country at the moment, therefore we cannot ask questions to Attorney Fortun. Yes, Congressman
Mr. Chairman, I
Fernandez.
think there are certain issues that Attorney Fortun can answer us. But unfortunately, the majority of questions that we will be asking the Mr. Michael Yang will not be will not be properly answered by his lawyer, and thereby, Mr. Chairman, considering that the reason that was mentioned by Attorney Fortun was that he is a busy businessman is not acceptable. And that's the reason why I think, Mr. Chairman, we need to issue a subpoena to this resource person for him to appear on the next hearing.
Okay.
No, show cause order because they have the reason already.
Okay.
Because he's a businessman and he's so busy. But I think, Mr. Chairman, it is not acceptable for us to issue a show cause order because the good Attorney Fortun have already said that the reason why he's not here because every now and then he travels. And considering that the Mr. Michael Yang is a, so to speak, a busy businessman, in the next hearing, if we invite him, again, without issuing a subpoena, then most likely he will not again appear on this hearing. So that's the reason why I move that we issue a subpoena.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, before I rule on that motion, yes, is this related to the motion of Congressman Fernandez?
Mr. Chairman, I just want to clear to Attorney Fortun. Sabi mo kasi you're the external lawyer, ang law office nyo, di ba?
Yes, that's correct.
So you have, of course, we really appreciate your presence in today's hearing because the invitation was addressed to your office for Mr. Michael Yang. But may I know, do you have directly an authority to Mr. Yang to attend this hearing with regards to the issues being tackled in this committee?
Not directly from him, but from the in-house counsel, Attorney Alex Ramos.
Mr. Chairman, so Attorney Fortun, I've said that not directly the authority from Mr. Michael Yang, but through the internal counsel. So, Mr. Chairman, in this committee, we need documents. And without authority, written authority from Michael Yang to Attorney Fortun, hindi po pwedeng sabihin natin na the reason why Mr. Yang is not present in today's hearing is valid because of the statement coming from Attorney Fortun. Because he cannot produce even a document that giving Michael Yang giving him the authority.
Mr. Chair.
That's why, Mr. Chair, I think just process check. It's just proper so that we will not be accused of violating due process. We should issue, before issuing subpoena, we should issue first a show cause order to Mr. Michael Yang. That's my personal position, Mr. Chairman, with regards to the internal rules of this committee inquiry in the aid of legislation.
I think, Mr. Chairman, issuing a show cause order prior to the issuance of subpoena is not really written on the provision of our rules. There is no provision in the rules that we should first issue a show cause order prior to the issuance of subpoena. Okay. And that's the reason why what I want, what this representation wanted is to expedite all the hearings that we are conducting. Subpoena na po issue natin because hindi lang naman tong ang issue na pinag-uusapan dito eh. Ang dami-dami natin pinag-uusapan and we are wasting our time on issuing this show cause order. Directly mag-issue na po tayo ng subpoena, Mr. Chairman. With all due respect with my friend, with the Congressman Paduano.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
Last na lang, Mr.
Before
Chairman.
I finally rule on the motion, I will allow Congressman Paduano to share his insights.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Chairman. Anyway, with due respect also to the future governor of Laguna, of course, that is not a written rule in the internal rules of this committee or in the House, but that is the tradition in the House that we should respect, or else we can be accused of railroading the due process in this hearing. I just want to make it safe to this committee, Mr. Chairman. Yeah. What is a show cause order? Then the next time we'll issue a subpoena, and I hope Mr. Yang will directly answer the reason or explain the reason why he is not present in today's hearing. Because as I've said, wala pong written authority si Attorney Fortun. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, giving the choice of trying to choose between the rules that we adopted and the traditional that we are practicing, I think I will go with the traditional ba?
Mr. Chair.
I will go with the rules of
Okay.
our
Listening to
Congress.
the ideas of both Congressman Paduano and Congressman Fernandez on the issue whether we will accept the excuse of Mr. Michael Yang for not attending today's hearing, I will now lay it on the table so that we can decide as a committee on the motion. However, my point of view is that a subpoena in the committee in conducting investigations in aid of legislation has similar effect as that of a show cause order. We are not a court of law. Tayo ay hindi korte. So we only use and apply rules that has the same effect. No? Now, I'd like to lay it on the table by specifying or stating that when the committee invited Mr. Michael Yang to shed light on his web of corporations involved in Empire 999 with interlocking incorporators, he sent, I suppose you were sent personally by Mr. Michael Yang. Am I correct, Attorney Fortun?
That is correct, sir. A lawyer who appears especially before a committee is presumed under the law to have the authority, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. So now,
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair,
allow the chair to
Mr.
finish
Chair.
first. Okay. With your indulgence, Congressman Acop, allow me to wrap up what I was about to say. So in this case, since the issue at hand is whether the committee will accept the reason of Mr. Michael Yang for failing to appear before this committee or not, diba? That is the main issue. Because if he fails to attend in the first invitation, then it is now the option of the committee to issue subpoena - show cause order so that we will make sure that he will attend in the subsequent hearings of the committee on the same subject matter. Congressman Acop?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Honorable Paduano and the Honorable Fernandez are chairmen of committees. And as is practiced in this House, before a subpoena is issued, we issue first a show cause order. That has been practiced in this House, Mr. Chair. And if we look at the rules governing inquiries in aid of legislation, a witness subject of the issue can be represented by counsel, but the representation is limited only to advice. So, in effect, technically speaking, Mr. Chair, Mr. Yang has not disrespected the invitation. As a matter of fact, he sent his official representative, Attorney Fortune, and when a lawyer attends hearings, both administrative and criminal, or what, at stake is his oath of office as a lawyer. So, Mr. Chair, I agree that if there's an issue insofar as either we issue a show cause order or a subpoena, then let's ask the committee, the members of the committee, to decide. Mr. Chair, thank you.
Mr. Chair, in addition,
Thank you, Congressman Akop. But before I allow you to speak, let me acknowledge first the presence, the very vital, very important presence of our members. Our Vice Chair, Congressman Arnie Fentebella, Congressman Bonifacio Bosita, and Congressman Maximo Dalog is also present in this committee hearing. Yes,
maybe ask the good lawyer of, supposed lawyer of Michael Yang to give us the written authority that was issued by Mr. Michael Yang. Can we have the written authority?
Mr. Chairman, I do not have a written authority, but under the rules of court, a lawyer is presumed to have the authority unless it is proven otherwise.
In that case, Mr. Chairman, since we are not a court of law, what we're trying to investigate here is in relation to the laws that have to be amended. I believe, Mr. Chairman, that the reason that was mentioned by Attorney Pertun holds no authority on us. And that's the reason why I think the issuance of subpoena is really valid, Mr. Chairman. As if Attorney Raymond Pertun does not exist in this committee hearing because there was no authority that was given to him. And that is my point of view, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chair?
Congressman Fernandez. Yes, Congressman Akop.
A witness can be represented by his lawyer of choice, but a witness can also be represented by anybody of his choice. I just do not know whether Attorney Raymond Fortun is appearing as a representative of Mr. Michael Yang or as a lawyer of Mr. Michael Yang. Those are two different things, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Akop. I agree. Perhaps it would be easier for the committee to ask the counsel of Mr. Michael Yang whether there is do you have a copy of the engagement of Mr. Michael Yang with your law firm, Attorney Fortun?
Not for this hearing, Mr. Chairman.
But you do, sure, certainly have a copy of that in your, perhaps in your law office.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, with regard to all the cases that we are assigned to handle. That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, can we ask Attorney Fortun to provide the committee a copy of the engagement or contract between Michael Yang and your law firm?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. We'll do that by this afternoon. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much, Attorney Fortun. Yes, Congressman Flores, do you have a...
No more, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So now that the issue is on the table, whether we will issue a subpoena cum show cause order or show cause order cum subpoena is now on the table. So the chair would like to get the
Mr. Chair, there are two different repercussions on issuing a show cause order and a subpoena. If we issue a subpoena upon arrival ni Mr. Michael Yang sa airport, he can be arrested. The show cause order entails no kind of penalty. And this representation does not want to be so hard on Mr. Michael Yang. But if the lawyer of the supposed lawyer of Michael Yang will give us the written letter or agreement for him to appear on this committee, then most likely, Mr. Chairman, let's wait for Attorney Portun to secure that documents. While we are waiting, no, we can discuss other things first, Mr. Chairman. I think I have to move that my motion be tackled in a better time. Let's give a time for Mr. Portun to secure the documents first.
Does that mean that Congressman Dan Fernandez is withdrawing his motion?
I'm not withdrawing, Mr. Chairman. I'm just trying to tell this hearing to differ in a while
Mr. Chair.
Attorney Portun is waiting for the documents that will be coming from Mr. Michael Yang.
Mr. Chair.
Okay. Yes, Congressman Ako.
The parliamentary status is that we are supposed to vote whether we will issue a show cause order, a subpoena.
Yes,
Mr. Chair. So that we can proceed already in the hearing of this issue, then we vote, Mr. Chair.
With that,
I agree, Mr. Chair.
I don't have any, I don't have any problem with that. If you are going to pursue with the motion that I move, then so be it, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so there's now a motion to 1 minute suspension.
Mr. Chair.
The parliamentary status of the committee hearing is that a question whether a show cause order or a subpoena be issued to Mr. Michael Yang for failing to attend in our committee hearing today. So para clear lang po. Now, the motion of Congressman Dan Fernandez is to issue a subpoena. And the Congressman Acop and Congressman Paduano clearly stated that under the tradition and the rules of the House, before a subpoena is issued to a resource person who failed to attend the committee hearing, a show cause order must first be issued. Now, the question for the committee members present is whether a show cause order or a subpoena be issued to Mr. Michael Yang. So those who are in favor of show cause order, please raise your right hand.
Mr. Chair.
1, 2, 3,
yan na pala.
4. We're in voting.
Voting na pala kayo.
Voting.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, before we have a consensus while we were on the break. We were given our 1 minute suspension, and I agreed with the consensus of everybody. And I was about to withdraw my my motion. Why did you? Why did you vote on it, Mr. Chairman? This is a tyranny of majority, Mr. Chairman.
Congressman Fernandez, the chair has to rule on the motion that you have set forward, and because there is a question, then the committee is bound to rule on this question. However, it seems that the committee members present has already given their vote on whether a show cause order or a subpoena will be issued. The show cause order has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members present.
Against one.
Who stated that a show cause order must first be issued before a subpoena.
Okay, with a heavy heart, Mr. Chairman, I accept the decision.
Thank you, Congressman Dan Fernandez. Now we proceed with the
Mr. Chairman.
With
Mr. Chairman.
inquiry proper. Yes, Congressman.
Before we proceed with the inquiry proper, Mr. Chairman, since Attorney Fortun stated that Mr. Michael Yang has traveled 8 times this year. This year ba, Attorney Fortun?
Since October 2023, 8 times for the last 7 months.
Since
Mr.
October
Chairman.
2023 until now, he travels 8 times.
That is correct, Mr.
Okay.
Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, so then, Mr. Chairman, I move that we request the Bureau of Immigration to submit in this committee the travel record of Mr. Eddie Yang, Mr. Michael Yang, since October 23 up to the present, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, may we ask the counsel of Mr. Michael Yang and the BID to please provide the committee records of his travel.
Yes, Mr.
Mr.
Chair, the BID will submit the travel of Mr. Yang.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, yes, if
Attorney.
in the show cause order to be issued by the committee, Mr. Yang, I will warrant that Mr. Yang will make an explanation, including all of his travels since October 2023.
Okay, thank you, Attorney Fortune.
Mr. Chair, is the passport of Michael Yang stated as Michael Yang? Or is he using a different passport name?
Mr. Chairman, he uses Michael Yang Hong Ming.
So just to make sure, so we are clear about the full name.
Thank you, Congressman Gomez. Yang Hong Ming?
Okay. Yes, Mr. Chairman. Not too familiar which comes first. It's Chinese.
Does he possess a Filipino passport?
No, Mr. Chairman. He's Chinese.
Okay, he's Chinese.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Definitely one.
Thank you. Now, the chair made clear earlier in my opening statements that the issue of Mr. Willie Ong as the registered owner of Empire 999 was involved in a 3 billion shabu drug haul in his own warehouse somehow has links with other corporations because of the interlocking incorporators, which somehow linked to a certain Mr. Michael Yang and Mr. Lincoln Ong. As clearly stated by Congressman Keith Flores earlier, he wished to invite Colonel Asierto in this committee hearing because allegedly Colonel Asierto, yes, can you...
Colonel Asierto at one point, Mr. Chair, as far as I remember, made a report or an investigation about the involvement of Mr. Michael Yang with drugs, Mr. Chair. And I wanted to find out what that report was about, what happened to that report, and what is the status of that investigation, if there is one, Mr. Chair.
And because of that, the gentleman from Bukidnon moved that we invite Colonel Asierto in our next scheduled hearing to shed light on that issue, where allegedly Mr. Michael Yang was involved in a illegal drug trade in the country. I suppose Attorney Fortune is familiar with the allegations thrown at his client.
Mr. Chairman, it was brought up during the Senate investigation on Pharmaly, Mr. Chairman.
Would you be at liberty to share with us some excerpts of the Senate's committee hearing so that we will be guided by the direction of this committee in pursuing involvement of certain personalities in this investigation?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Actually, it was discussed only in one hearing. That was on September 10, 2021. September 10, 2021. Specifically, there were questions asked with regard to Lin Wei Xiong or Alan Lim, not to Mr. Michael Yang directly. The discussion was not with regard to the charges of Colonel Asierto on Michael Yang, but one where the name of an Alan Lim was mentioned, Mr. Chairman. That was on the hearing, September 10, 2021, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you for that information. That's very vital, Attorney Fortune, for the reason that the allegations against him has not been concluded at the moment.
That is correct, Mr. Chairman. There was no conclusion to it.
And because of the motion by Congressman Keith Flores, so that it would provide better understanding of the committee as to the involvement of certain personalities, including Mr. Michael Yang, in the Empire 999 3 billion shabu discovery, we would certainly have him or wanted him to shed light on this particular issue.
If I were Mr. Michael Yang, I would actually welcome any investigation conducted by the committees in order to clear his name, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Attorney Fortune, for that answer. And hopefully your client shares the same agreement with the committee.
I'm sure he does, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you. Yes, Congressman.
in the discussions, we've invited Mr. Asierto, Mr. William Ong, no,
Willie Ong and Mike.
Willie Ong, yeah. Can we, during the discussion, the name of Mr. Arturo Las Cañas came up also. Would it be possible to invite Mr. Arturo Las Cañas just to complete the whole picture and to in case there are discussions and he's needed for this one, may we invite him, Mr. Chair?
Okay, is that in a motion?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'd like to move that we invite Arturo Las Cañas in the next committee meeting, Mr. Chair.
Okay, there's a motion to invite as well. What's his first name?
Arturo Las Cañas.
Mr. Arturo Las Cañas.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Before we move on, we address the motion of the good gentleman from Ormoc. Is that the one mentioned in the Senate hearing years,
kasama sa discussion yun.
Years ago? Are they still alive?
Alive? We will find out.
Because kanina, I'm just wondering ko po.
So you're wondering if they're still alive?
Hindi, kasi kanina,
we will check with the local
of,
registry
actually,
of deeds.
I really don't know yung si Asierto. Asierto was
Colonel
also
Asierto.
invited in the Senate hearing, correct?
Yes.
So he's the one we are inviting in the next hearing.
Yes, I moved for that and it was approved by the committee.
And this Arturo Las Cañas was also invited in the...
We will have to, the committee will have to check on his whereabouts, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
If indeed he is still existing.
Just a point of information, Mr. Chairman, because medyo naligaw ako dun sa issue.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
If I may recap what the good congressman from Ormoc has stated, he moved that a certain Mr. Arturo Las Cañas be invited in our next scheduled committee hearing on the issue of the 3 billion Shabu drug discovery at Mexico, Pampanga, last 2023. So there is a motion duly seconded, and hearing no objection, the motion is approved. Comsec, please take note of the invitations to be sent to both Mr. Arturo Las Cañas and
Eduardo Asierto.
Eduardo Asierto. So thank you, Congressman Gomez. Now we proceed with
Mr. Chairman. Yep.
Okay,
If there aren't any other questions for my presence, if I may be allowed to take my leave. But one final request, Mr. Chairman, if Mr. Yang will be asked to appear before this committee, may I respectfully request for a Mandarin interpreter.
Okay.
Mr. Yang, Mr. Chairman, really has difficulty understanding English as well as Filipino, and he just could not express himself very well unless through an interpreter, Mr. Chairman.
That's noted, Attorney.
Thank you so much,
Fortun.
Mr. Chairman.
And we ask the COMSEC to please make sure that there will be a Mandarin
Yes,
interpreter.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
before we proceed, can we also invite Wei Xiong Lin, who is I think the husband of Rose Nono Lin, who's also a director in Paili Holdings Corporation, Full Winning Groups of Company, Golden Sun 999 Realty and Development Corporation.
Okay. In his capacity as one of the incorporators of the Empire 999?
Yes, I think this is interlocked with the other companies.
Okay.
Just to shed light.
Okay.
Because in Paili Holdings Corporation, Wei Xiong Lin is one of the companies or incorporators also is Mr. Michael Yang.
Okay.
Just to shed light on this matter,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
There is a motion to invite Mr. Wei
Xiong Lin.
In the next scheduled hearing of the Committee on Dangerous Drugs, duly seconded, and hearing no objection, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Please take note of another personality to be invited, and since Attorney Fortun asks for an excuse in this committee hearing, you are not.
We leave, Mr. Chair.
Excuse
Ay-
muna natin.
Yeah, meron lang akong may query lang ako
If you have
kay.
questions,
Yes, isa lang.
Attorney Fortun.
Because I think we have invited also Mr. Lincoln Uyong. We have invited Lincoln Ong sa Parmali.
Yes.
Yes, we invited him, right?
Yes, we did, because all of the incorporators of the companies or corporations mentioned were sent invitation.
And there was a time that Mr. Lincoln Uyong was the interpreter of Michael Yang. Is that accurate?
Maybe Attorney Fortun will be able to.
Mr. Attorney Fortun, yung si Lincoln Uyong, which we have invited here in the hearing, was the interpreter of Michael Yang, correct?
That is correct, Mr. Chairman.
I hope that you will not get him as the interpreter of Mr. Michael Yang.
They are no longer connected, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
And I think that it would be better that the honorable committee will
Yes.
hire its own interpreter
That's
so that there will
that's
be.
the point that I wanted to, Mr. Chairman.